I think it's time to talk about it. And yes, I'm making this a YouTube video. I don't know, like, usually we make upbeat, normal stuff, but I think it's just as important to talk about the serious stuff at hand, right? It is. So, this is not your regular run-of-the-mill, hey, we're talking about patch updates, hey, we're talking about this, hey, we're talking about that. No, we're talking about something that is kinda messed up, if I'm being honest, and I think everyone else would agree with me. So, if you've been out of the loop for the past week, right? We had drip marketing for Mose, a 4-star Hunt Lightning character, okay? The voice actor of the character is Chris Niosi, okay? We'll run with that. And the design was pretty cool. And when I saw him, I thought, hey, actually might pull for a male character. Dude has a sick design, essentially Malezilla, okay? And I didn't know, to my surprise, that he had a bit of a past, and this is the exact tweet that I saw, which kind of spurred on the investigative nature of wanting to find out what the hell is going on here. So it's been 5 years, move on, and I was like, okay, what does that mean? So we went to Niosi's Twitter, and lo and behold, back in 2020, he came out with a confession regarding up to 2019 in summer, he has been doing some pretty messed up shit, right? This is a very vague apology, if you can call it that, mainly because it doesn't really disprove much or have him he does admit fault, which is a great thing, but he kind of, very loosely tiptoes around what it was he was directly accused of, right? He did clear the air that he never blanked anyone, beaten anyone, stolen money or jobs from someone else. He is someone who is a human and he wishes to improve, and I'm all for giving people a second chance, but with the way he's tackled this and spoken about this, for the better part of a decade, he was, let's just say, abusing in several types of natures, colleagues, workers, friends, family, you name it, right? Which, kind of doesn't bode well to be a voice actor representing one of the biggest games as a new character. It's kind of insane, kind of ridiculous, but that's not where it stops. People started boycotting. People started getting upset, as fans do, when they see something they do not agree with, and to just throw, to put like my horse in the race. Dude's kind of fucked up. Okay, dude is not okay. I don't see real net positives for him voicing in probably one of the bigger games out there, especially for the audience age bracket that this game is going to be appealing towards. And it's whether it's your decision to forgive or not forgive, that kind of thing. But to forgive on half of the victims is an entirely wrong approach. Do not fucking do that. That is not how that works. And it ended up coming out that after all of the heat that he was getting, he folded under the pressure and said, hey guys, I am not going to be playing the game. I'm not going to be playing the voice actor role for Mose anymore. Monday morning, I asked my agent to let me know that I've made a difficult decision to step down from the role of Mose in Honkai Star Rail. And essentially it's exactly what all of this says. It's saying, hey guys, I am sorry for what has happened. I can never do right by those who I have hurt, and I'm stepping down. And that is all well and good. We got a new voice actor. We don't know who it is. But with that being said, I want to blame HoYo. I do, because they didn't get rid of him. It wasn't them. HoYo kind of just said, he left, so we're gonna replace him. Not the way you should go about it. They should have done their due diligence. I've spoken about this on stream a lot. I don't believe HoYo has a background check kind of situation thing on their Western audience, because the biggest audience is Asia and China. So I think it kind of, what happened with him in the past slipped through the cracks and people just didn't know when they hired him. And with all the stuff with the Tighnari VA and Genshin, and I believe there's another Genshin VA that did similar stuff, and that guy still has a role in that game, which is mind-boggling. I thought they never would have got rid of him. It took Niosi himself to step down and leave the role entirely. And I give props there for just giving it to somebody else, because people are well aware they don't want to be seeing him in that role, okay? But there is something else that came out with that, okay? So Sunday, VA, he came out and batted for Chris. Let me see if I can find the direct post. I think it's in, I think I have it in Discord somewhere. I have found it. I have found the post. So he came out, and Sunday himself came out and said that he is on Chris's side. Everyone shut up. You don't know what went on. You don't know what happened. you guys need to understand he's a different person than who he used to be. And I don't know if they knew each other beforehand, prior to the controversy, or if they knew each other after it, being in the same industry, they're going to meet each other as a small circle. But yeah. Griffin Patel, the voice actor of Sunday. I'm the English voice actor of Sunday HSR. I wanted to make a post here regarding the Chris Niosi situation. Back in 2019, ex-girlfriends, former friends of Chris accused him of sexual, emotional abuse, and more. I just feel weird saying
Ben
that
Bigger
word.
from Z's is just Sinbad, have a good stream.
In the middle of the allegations? Crazy. Yeah, those accusations were responded to by Chris, who owned up and apologized for things he did, while also correcting the record for what he did not do. Criminal charges were brought against him, and over the past 5 years, Chris has struggled to improve himself right and wrongs, while slowly trying to regain his ability to work again. Chris sent his bottom many of his colleagues, both privately and publicly. He has been hired by more studios to work for between then and now, and after facing consequences, firing to blacklistings for what he did. So essentially, the majority of this reads, forgive the guy, he has paid his tenants, he is, he's done his time, let him work in the voice acting industry again. And with that, Griffin Patel has been dropped in an indie game called Lost in Limbo, and as well from this, he has lost a couple other voice acting roles, which I couldn't find the sources of, but they are, I guarantee they are real, I just don't know the direct names. The biggest one I saw was Lost in Limbo was completely just throwing him out and getting somebody else instead. So, with all that being said, Honkai Star Rail's in a bit of a weird place. I want to let people know that HoYoverse does not care about you. They don't really care the backgrounds of who they hire, because this has happened so much now, and I still haven't mentioned because there's still more coming out on it. It's developing. This is the voice actor of Svarog, right? And there's a bit more where that came from. However, I'm going to leave it at this and kind of wait till more information comes out to talk about this in the future, because it seems like it's just getting worse and worse, and the people they're hiring, yeah, they're not good people. So it's kind of a shame that this is something that we have to talk about and have to understand, but don't hire abusers, miHoYo. That's kind of the whole message here. I think everyone will agree with me. Whether or not you believe Chris should continue his roles is entirely a decision that you need to make, but I just think it will set a weird precedent going forward to be let off the chain for a decade-long run of manipulation and all the other allegations that he has been given. So that's kind of it for today's video. It's a bit of a weird one. Yeah, I'm not going to say subscribe, like, comment, all that kind of stuff, because it's just straight up odd given the situation. But if you do have genuine criticism of my opinion or your opinion, whether he should work in the industry, should leave, or HoYo as a whole, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm gonna head out. Goodbye now.